What's up, y'all? So, QAnon movement. Let's break it down, people. So, there's a couple things that people are waiting for. One is they're waiting for what they've been told through secret military messages, through the QAnon movement, that there's going to be approximately 100,000 arrests of everything from pedophiles and corrupt. Treasonous government employees, all the way up to Hollywood and Illuminati, to powerful government and corporate millionaires and billionaires and yada yada yada. Second movement is the Great Awakening, which is where they really believe that that this is going to create a different level of a movement of awakening in politics and also in reality. Kind of, it's, I think, probably been so appealing is because it makes people feel like they're decoding messages. It makes them feel like they have a level of power and like they're involved in something where they get to essentially put that information out to the airwaves and get on Twitter and Facebook, YouTube, whatever, and put that information out there and kind of feel like, they're a part of something bigger than themselves, but also that they're exposing something, that they're saying, look, here's this message of hope. Here's what's going on. This is what it's going to be. And I think primarily the Q movement has taken such a hold and started in its kind of grassroots, in the last, couple years, especially building traction, is because we're seeing so much corruption in government, right? We're seeing a lot of corruption on the left. Trust me, it's there on the right too. It's just you're not seeing it as often as you would, for example, as blatant as the actions of the far extreme left. But people feel like that they have that it gives them purpose, right? It's like, oh, I'm a part of this super secret sting operation that's going to bust, thousands and thousands of, corrupt politicians and pedophiles and people, that have been covering up the election or doing this or that or what, all these different things. So it gives you kind of this level of, kind of this, where you feel like you're a part of the club. It makes you feel like you're part of some. What's incredibly deceptive about it is a lot of people that have made some of these really professional looking videos and edited them really, really well. It looks like, Hollywood stuff, CGI and posting clips of things going back to New World Order stuff, with George Bush Sr., Clinton, George Bush Jr., Obama, and it shows all these different things. It says, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at all this different crap, look at this, look at these people, look at this, and it shows you all these things that are true, and then starts to mix in that Q movement and say, but QAnon is going to go ahead and it's going to bust, and all these things are coming, and everything's, it's on its way, and just believe it, just believe in the plan, trust in the plan. And so why it's so dangerous and so deceptive is the fact that it's essentially telling people to wait, right? It's saying, don't do anything about it. We've already got it covered through these secret encrypted messages. And, don't worry, A lot of people thought Q was a person. Actually, it was started by a couple individuals. You guys can do your research on that. Let's see who's smart enough to know and figure it out. It's not really that difficult. I'm just, for different reasons, I'm not going to say the name right now. I'm going to let this video fly, and then I'll be doing another update, and I'll be talking about it in much more detail and giving you guys names. But I want to see who really knows off the bat. Hit me up in the comments, let me know, because the main thing about this is that it's so deceptive that it's mixing that 5-10% lie and dishonesty with like 90-95% truth. So it's showing you things that you're like, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You're looking at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's true. Yep. And then they show you something and you're like, oh, that's true too. Wow. Okay. Wow, this makes sense. And then it mixes in something that shows you, oh, this super secret plan with QAnon is going to go ahead and bust it. People used to think that Trump was Q. I'm sure there's probably still people in the QAnon movement that still think that is Trump putting out secret encrypted messages to his followers and MAGA supporters and whatever. I don't know. It's gone way, way, way too far. And what it's really done is discredit a lot of people and showed that a lot of people were willing to believe in things and be more naive and more gullible to things that really just made you complacent and told you to wait for the plan, right? Instead of you enacting and capitalizing on your God-given rights and your civil liberties and embracing and fighting for the Constitution, right? Regardless if we're fighting for a president, we all need to fight for the Constitution, ladies and gentlemen. And what the QAnon movement primarily has done to deceive people is it's kept a lot of supporters that probably would have raised up and had million-man marches and stood for the Constitution and the lockdowns in 2020 and everything that happened. Instead, it said, no, just wait. Just wait. The plan is coming. You might be waiting a long time, people. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think.